Hi, Amy here. I'm coming on again to share another devotional with y'all. And this time it is from my Bible, my women's devotional Bible. And I am still reading through the New Testament. It's going sort of slow because I'm also doing my Breaking Free Bible study. So I don't read just my Bible every day. Sometimes I just read a devotional and sometimes I do my Breaking Free Bible study, but I'm always in the Word. With this, I am in 2 Corinthians in the first devotional from my devotional Bible in 2 Corinthians is what I'm going to share with you today. This is called Humble Competence. You probably know someone who overestimates her competence. She might be a member of your Bible study who has a subtle way of telling others how to run their lives. Maybe it's a coworker who takes control of everything around her. On the other end of the scale are those, often women, who revel in false humility. They tell themselves and everyone else how incapable of anything they are. In contrast, there are those who understand that their abilities are God-given. They realize that their talents are gifts, recognize their limitations, and welcome others' input. They don't think of themselves as superior, but consider others' needs before their own. Being around these people frees others to be the best they can be. True competence begins with humility, recognizing our natural abilities, but acknowledging that they can only carry us so far. With that knowledge, we begin to realize that our incompetence is merely a starting point. We don't have to be perfect. We have the freedom to be the uniquely gifted, talented, and competent women God created. Elisa Morgan, president of MOPS, Mothers of Preschoolers International, wrote, "I'm probably the least likely person to head a mothering organization. I grew up in a broken home. My parents were divorced when I was 5. My older sister, younger brother, and I were raised by my alcoholic mother. While my mother meant well, truly she did, most of my memories are of me mothering her rather than her mothering me. Alcohol altered her love, turning it into something that wasn't love. 10 years ago, when I was asked to consider leading MOPS International, a vital ministry that nurtures mothers, I went straight to my knees and then to the therapist's office. How could God use me, who had never been mothered, to nurture other mothers? The answer came as I gazed into the eyes of other moms around me and saw their needs mirroring my own. God seemed to take my deficits and make them my offering." Wow. So to me, that just means that, we should always stay humble about who we are, but not falsely say, I'm not much, when we really think highly of ourselves. But God is the grace for every one of us. You know what I mean? Jesus gives us grace. And grace is grace, but we also shouldn't think that we're less than what God called us to be, because we are made in His image. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. We are the head and not the tail, and we are children of God. So we shouldn't think less of who we are, but we shouldn't think more of who we are either. And that's a balance. Let me get to the reflection questions. And you can do these on your own. I hope that you do these reflection questions on your own. How have you found your natural abilities insufficient? Number 2 is, how does knowing that you can rely on God's competence give you confidence? And number 3 is, what might you try to do for God's kingdom if you knew you could not fail? Wow. And those are big questions, especially that last one. If you knew that you could not fail, what would you try to do, or what would you want to do for God's kingdom? I'm going to end this video here. Let me know of any of your responses to those 3 questions in the comments, or let me know what you thought about the whole devotional. I love y'all, YouTube family. I love y'all if you see this on Facebook. But yeah, that was the devotional for today, and I will talk to you later. God bless.